look at that. You know that's not my machine. We actually have another client machine to work on today. And this is an HP Pavlion system. It's had multiple problems. Problem number one, it's running Windows Vista. But I can't change that due to the OEM warranty that's already on here. This is, you know, because I don't have a light on this camera, so this is the best you're going to get. So this is the system right here. Alright, show you all the inputs on the back again. When somebody buys me a attachable light for my camera, then go ahead. But still, this system, it has a missing CD drive. Actually, the CD drive tray is missing, so when you press the power button, nothing happens, because the entire tray is missing, but the drive itself is still intact. So, what I'm going to do is install a drive in this system. The client also requested some things to be done to the machine, like cloud services where the drive can be accessed, where the computer can be accessed over the network, where the printer can be accessed over the network, and she wants Microsoft Office, so I can do all of that. And yeah, so we're going to get started. Yeah, that's Windows Vista, alright. Here's our little setup. We got our keyboard down here, linked to the back of the machine. Using PS2, got my monitor hooked up. Nothing really special, just wanted to show you don't need much to fix somebody's computer. And this is my old keyboard. I still love this keyboard because my $44 keyboard that I'm looking at over there doesn't give me the touch that this one gives me. This one gives me a nice feedback. It's an old keyboard from 03. Oh god, Windows Vista is still booting. But yeah, this one has a much more better feeling. It feels better when you're gaming on it. It doesn't look as good, and the parts are much lower quality. But yet this keyboard rolls on. Every key on it works fine. It's dusty, but I would probably switch back to this any day over this one, because this one does not have that touch that this one has, like raised keys. This one has my gaming keyboard has lower keys. But I'm rambling off. I'm gonna get this system all up and going, and it's still doing that same thing right here where it blinks out for like 2 minutes just to start the operating system. And this is what happens when I try to install Microsoft Office on this Windows Vista piece of crap machine. Okay, this will go by and then it'll give me an error. Now this time I'm running it as admin. Before I was not running it as admin. See, there we go. Yeah, I can't change the location because it's not letting me get to the installer. So I don't have the problem with Windows XP or Windows Vista. I mean Windows 7. This all works on those operating systems, but this one gives me the hardest time with everything. I thought it was me at first, but this computer is lagging in everything it does. When you so much as try to connect to a network with a network adapter that's getting in wireless, it seems like you're running on dial-up. I mean, I'm connected to the network, and that's an in adapter that sits on top of my desk. It's plugged in down there, you can't see it, but it's an in adapter, and I play Call of Duty on it, watch high definition movies on it, but this computer doesn't even work right with it. And the compatibility is XP Vista 7, 32 and 64. So this is really getting annoying. By the way, I did get the CD drive in. It's in. I'm gonna just shine a light on it. So yeah, it was pretty easy to put in, and if I press the button, there it is right there. I probably stopped the file from copying, of course, but there it is right there. That's working fine now. The system's quiet, but it runs too warm, and I don't like that. These are OEM systems. They're not built to last forever. Not these HPs anyway. Okay, I just spoke to the user on the phone, and, well, not spoke. I left a voicemail. But the issue is I don't like this operating system. So I just asked her, the computer's out of warranty. I just asked her, can I wipe out the operating system and put Windows 7 on there for her, because I hate working with this operating system. I can work with Windows XP. I know all its ins and outs and stuff like that. There's so many tweaks and hacks for Windows XP. I can get around it. Windows Vista is a terrible operating system. It's slow. It's horrible. This thing's got good hard. This is a quad-core processor, and it's coming to its knees. The hard drives are constantly clicking away, trying to read and write some piece of crap, Vista data that it's trying to load. All the applications on here is bloatware. That's all it is, and I want to get rid of it all, but it's too much for me to do a single uninstall for each application. All this stuff. One, she doesn't need that. One, two. Oh, she's got something right there. It's about 5 pieces of bloatware on here, and I can't stand it because it's getting in my way. Like right there, the HP agent telling you if there's a numlock on. If you're too lazy to look at your own keyboard to tell if your numlock and caps lock's on, then you don't deserve to be alive. So this video is going to be on hold until I can get the user to agree with me to install another operating system. If she doesn't want that, then I'll have to work with this one, but she's not going to be happy with the end result because this operating system is not fast once you start installing stuff on it. And it's Microsoft Office that slowed it down. So, yep. That's what that black screen was when you saw when it was booting. It took, like, it was a black screen. It was splash screen and black screen. And then it took 2 minutes to come from the black screen to go to the login screen. I don't know what's up with that. And the drive, it's already been defragged. It is 9:36 p.m. I just got off the phone with the client. She said do Windows 7. The software that's on her computer, she actually has a backup CD of some of that stuff. So yeah, this machine over here is going to be seeing Windows 7. Yes, you don't know how happy I am, because the problems that were happening with Windows XP when they decided that they were going to redo the Windows operating system, and then when they made Windows Vista was horrible, and then Windows 7 came out, and Windows 7 actually fixed the problems. The driver support is so much more better. I mean, it's amazing how good the driver support is for Windows 7, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it now. It's too late. I gotta go to bed in like about an hour or less, because I have to get up in early. So yeah, this system's going to be seeing Windows 7. That's going to make it easier on me. That's going to make it easier on the client. I know Windows 7. I interface with it every day. Even at work, we got our systems upgraded to Windows 7, and that was just recently. So I was like, actually new machines with dual core i7s, i3s. I mean, so yeah, we're not using AMDs at work, and I would recommend in the corporate environment you always use AMD. I mean, Intel's, not AMDs. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. Not really much to show. I'm just saying that machine over there will have Windows 7 on it. So I'm going to cut it here, and I guess tomorrow we'll start on putting Windows 7 on this machine. Alright, here's the computer down there. We can't install Windows Vista. We can't use Windows Vista on this system. So we're going to use Windows 7. The user accepted that I can install it on there. I almost wanted to beg her, but she gave in really easy. She said, I've been wanting to install Windows 7 for a long time, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. So first of all, I want to go to the boot menu. Pop that open. It's Microsoft Office. And that closed just because it does the post. What is it? F10. I just hit any key on the keyboard just so I can get to a menu. Come on. There we go. Now let's pop that open. Now let's make sure that our boot drive, our boot is boot. Priority. We want our first, floppy. We want the first one to be the CD-ROM. Oh. And we'll just set the second one as hard drive, and then network, and then keep it as that. So there we go. We're going to hit F10, save configuration now. I better. And we're gonna pop in Windows 7. Oh, I just got an error on the screen that just disappeared. It said CPU has failed. What? I don't know what's up with that, but yes, I know what it was. That fan on the CPU, I don't know if it's just the HP issue on this board, but the fans like to spin up like they don't want to spin up. Actually, I showed you, I don't think I threw the video in there. Alright, let's see if it powers on. It says CPU has failed. The fans probably didn't turn over. Let's see. We get that same error. That is very, very bad. This is a quad-core processor, and you definitely want to run that with a fan. CPU has failed. I can't believe I got that error. Hit any key. And we should be... There we go. Alright, let's hope we don't lose the CPU during this install, because that'll be a catastrophe. Now, disclaimer. If you brought your computer and it's still under warranty, don't install Windows 7 on it without having the manufacturer give you their specified disk, because you'll kill your warranty. So, yeah. I love the smell of Windows 7 being installed on a computer that doesn't deserve Windows Vista. Not the final boot, not the final first boot. It's still going through the, changes, but looks like everything's going as planned. It better keep on going because it's mid-stride in the installation, finalization mode. So if it fails now, then we'll have to recover from the factory image, and that's one thing you don't want to erase when you're partitioning a drive and it's an OEM computer and it's got a factory image. Don't erase that drive with the factory image, or if it's on the same drive, don't delete that partition, because you know, this installation may not go well. So this is going to be kind of cool. I love Windows 7. They're coming out with Windows 8 in October. I'm not going to get it, just due to the fact that it's really optimized for a tablet. Maybe I'll get it on a tablet, but I won't buy the operating system itself and put it on my very precious $600 computer, which, going to next month, I would have had this particular, some parts for a year. I switched out the processor and a couple other parts in here, more hard drives, so all the stuff in here is not the original stuff that came with the computer, but that machine has done me well. You know, after I got the, the Western Digital in there, but after I put that in there, this machine has been running flawlessly. It's booted up properly. I've had little failures. So, there it is right there. This thing's got a a 6-core in it. It's the fan controller. It's turned off right now because I'm just doing the installation for this, but I'm rambling on. Yeah, when this video process is done, I'm actually going to show you how the fans power on, and the user was having problems with the fans turning on kind of weird, but I'm going to have to let her know that's an HP issue, and she may have to call the manufacturer, or if it's still under warranty, or she'll just have to get a new computer or have me build her a new one. I don't want to do that. The system runs fine. I just don't like the way the fans power up. Or I'm jumping the gun here. She can get a PCI card that goes into the PCI slot, and then it's got two, I recognize the video card. As you can see, everything kind of got smaller because the resolution was upped. So it recognized the video card, which is good. I'm not going to have to install video drivers. Anyway, I can install a PCI fan controller. It'll have 2 ports for a fan, for the fans, for a 3-pin or 4-pin header. And I can plug that right in. And the PCI bus should be powered upon boot, just because PCI lanes usually would have a network card in it, so they have to be powered on just in case they're going to be used at a PXE boot, if you're trying to install a NAS or something, run from a NAS. So, yeah, that could be another solution, and I may let her know that, but I got that CPU error, and it kind of creeped me out, and I hope it never happens again, but I will let the user know about that. So, yep, it's almost done there. Come on. It's overexposed. There we go. There we go. CD drive's working properly. Can't really see it, but somewhere down there. I'm going to be getting a on-camera light and an infrared sensor so I can be able to see in complete darkness. So as dark as this computer is right now, once I get my infrared sensor and hook it up to the bottom of my camera, this computer should be completely, all this dark area right here should be completely lit. It's going to be kind of cool. I just got to remember to turn it off when the lights are on in the house, because it'll cause a lot of overexposure. And let's see if we can get to the main screen. Yeah, I left the camera running this whole time. Well, while it's booting, I'll give you the short specs on the system. This system that I'm fixing up right now, 5 gigs of RAM of DDR3. It's got an AMD Phenom quad-core processor clocked at 2.3 or 2.6 gigahertz. It's got two 320 gigabyte drives in it. They're both 7200 RPM. What else should I say about this basic system? It's got HDMI. It's got a GeForce. The video card is a GeForce GTS or GT 7300 or something like that. 7300. I think it's a 7300. So it's not the newest GPU, and it's definitely not for gaming. But it will get you by with some nice HD video, because it will be able to render that, maybe some 720p video. So it's GDDR3 as far as I know. And I think this is either the 512 or the 1 gig. So here we go. I'm going to put in all the user settings, and I'll come back when I have all the necessary virus software and doodads installed. Okay, this is how the fans power up. I'm going to do a power up test here, and excuse the crappy lighting. Okay, watch the fans, how they hesitate to start. It won't do it this time, because the system just was running for about 2 hours, so it's warm now. I guess it's going to start up by default. Let's see if we get it again. Nope, it won't do it this time. I'll wait till the system cools. Next day, August 3rd, I'm still finishing up this computer. It was, gotta get my wireless adapter. I got tired yesterday, so I just called it quits real early. And it seems like the same day, but it's really not. It's just dark over here. I'm getting a new bedroom light, so you'll have to deal with the darkness for a while. Get this in here if we can. But after this, I put on Microsoft Office. I put Open Office on here just as a line of, if all goes well. But, you know, if all goes wrong, that's what I meant to say. I put the Apache Open Office on here. And that's why it's free, because it's from Apache. They're like, I think, another Unix or Linux company or whatever. So, let me plug this thing in real quick. Or let you hear how the drives power up in this system. You can kind of hear it. And it's better if you hear it when the case is closed, because the sound amplifies. But it's kind of cool how both of the drives spin up at the same time. It just sounds kind of cool. Listen. If I can have my mic against the wherever my mic is on here. That's my Android phone. So, okay. Alright. Finding the power button would be nice. Alright. It's probably hard to hear on the camera, but it sounds kind of cool. Alright, the client's computer is now done. It's already been, you know, tagged. Yeah, that's it. That was already working, but it's got Windows 7 on it. Windows Vista stickers. The lighting is terrible. And again, the fans work, but they don't work at a way I would want them to, but the client is trying to save money. So as long as they turn, they turn. And terrible light again. But yep, I am done, and I will be working on 2 more laptops in the probably next week, because the client needs some data recovery. So yep, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Have any questions on this repair? Lots of dark videos. I mean, this is the light I have right now. This is the light I have in my room, due to the fact that this is the light that was always in this room. I traded rooms with my sister like 5 years ago, and this is the light I've been using ever since. And then I was not video recording, so this is the light. And then they had shades, so the light would be more amplified. Now it's like she broke all the shades, and it's like, yeah. These things don't give out much light, and I'm 2 seconds from throwing this lamp away, because I'm going to buy me a new one maybe this week, or if not 2 weeks from now. But anyway, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching.